a little bit of insight about your car, how to take care of your car. And if you have been joining us on this segment, you know that we constantly bring those tips on how you can take care of your car, and of course how you can maintain your car colors. We talked about engine last week, and today we will be talking about wheel alignments and balancing. All right, for those of you who are asking right now if those two things are the same thing, no, it is not. I mean, your vehicle is a complex system, all right, with interdependent parts. There are a lot of parts that comes together and that makes up the full car that we drive. So let's talk about what is wheel alignment, because those two things, wheel balancing is a different thing, wheel alignment is a different thing. But most times, some of us to drive cars, when you go and say I want to do wheel balancing and alignment, for some persons who are not used to driving cars, that might feel you're talking about the same thing. All right, so wheel alignment refers to the adjustments of your car's suspension. That's the system connecting the wheels to the vehicle, and of course it includes adjusting the angles at which the wheels and the tires are positioned to make contact with the road. And of course, a wheel alignment mechanic checks the following things when adjusting the wheels. They check a lot of things. So we're going to be looking at those things that they get to check before they do the alignment. So if you check most times, when you take your car for this wheel alignment or balancing, you notice that they have to lose some tire. They have to, at some point, some persons will even have to remove the tire to ascertain the joints inside before they go ahead with their work. All right, so let's take a look at some of those things that they might be looking at. Number one is the chamber. That we'll be looking at the chamber. All right, so now the chamber is the inward and outward angle of the tire when viewed from the front. All right, a negative or position chamber, that is the inward or outward tight of the tire, indicated improper wheel alignment and needs to fix, and all of that. Also, one bearings needs to be replaced, and all of that. They also check the ball joints. They also check other suspension parts are majorly responsible for chamber alignment. All of this put together are those major parts that are responsible for you to do the alignment. They also check something called toe. Toe is the toe alignment is the inward or outward turning of your car's wheels. You know, when viewed from above, you know, to understand this, you can simply, you know, do a manual experiment with your own feet. When you turn your leg and twist your leg, you see that joint by the ankle, the way it acts and all of that. That is how it is with the car. So they need to check the toe of the car. And of course, when you do that, look at them from both sides. You will see that there is an ankle, you know, inward or outward, that is controlling all of that. Now, for some persons, they might be saying, oh, how long do I need to use my car before I go for wheel balancing and alignment? Now, for some experts, they will definitely advise you to always do your wheel balancing and alignment if you drive this car for about 50 or 70 kilometers. Yes, it's very, very necessary. If you drive your car for about 50,000 to, the thing is that Africa, Nigeria to be precise, we love to allow things to deteriorate. We allow things to get worsened, and then we begin to think of how to go about fixing it. No, but at this point, when you drive and you notice that this car, you know, has worked for about 50 to 70,000 kilometers, there will need for you to just go gently by yourself, you know, go to your mechanic and tell them you need to check your car wheel balancing and alignment. That way you won't get stopped or stuck up somewhere on the road because your car have refused to go. You know, car is more like you're taking care of yourself. The same way you take care of yourself is the same way it is advised that you take care of your cars. Okay, so when you don't take care of this car, the car could just decide that, okay, for today I am not feeling strong, I'm not feeling well, so I'm just going to run for only, let me say, 200 kilometers. And then after 200 kilometers, the car just parked you by the roadside. So there is always need for you to ensure that you constantly take your car for wheel balancing and alignment. Once you know that you've driven this car for about 5,000 to 7,000, your car alignment and wheel balancing, because it is not all cars, varieties of cars that will show you those things on the dashboards with the dots, a red or yellow sign, as most cars do. All right, so some cars you just have to be the one that will be driving this car and listening to your car, so you will now understand what is happening to my car. So let's take a look at some of those symptoms, those signs that you will be seeing or hear in your car, that you will know that there is need for you to go check out your wheel alignment. All right, so let's talk about the checking of the wheel alignment. Number one, the fact that improper wheel alignment is caused, by non-visible damage to the car's suspension setup causes most drivers to ignore the issues completely. All right, but it's not supposed to be like that. But misaligned wheels can cause strain on your vehicle's capacity and capabilities, and can also lead to further damage to the suspension and tires. Like I just said, the car can just decide, okay, I'm supposed to carry you reach Wuse Market, but right about now, I don't want to go there. I am stopping you halfway. So there is need for you to check out for that. So number one that I have here is some of those signs is that car pulling to one side. All right. Now you're driving the car, it's supposed to be going straight forward, but the car is going to be dragging you one-sided, either to the driver's side or to the passenger side. So you just have to be practically struggling with your car to be on the road and be straight. So when you see that the car is beginning to pull you one-sided, you should know that there is need for you to go fix your car. Of course, if your vehicle pulls to either side when driving on a flat surface, all right, the wheels are in an improper alignment. So there is need for you to go check the alignment once you begin to see that sign in your car. All right, so number two that I have here is a vibrating steering wheels. Yes, when you are beginning to feel this vibration on your steering wheels, and then you should know. So vibrating steering wheels, of course, is another sign of improper wheel alignment. Is slight to major vibrations in the steering wheels, especially at higher speeds. Do you understand? So once you are driving on a low speed, you won't really feel that vibration. But once you are driving a speed, when you are in speed, all right, you begin to feel that vibration on your steering wheels. When you begin to notice that, my brother, my sister, you should know that there is need for you to go check out your car alignment so that it won't get worsened. All right, so another one is uneven tire wear. Uneven tire wear is another sign. Lastly, of course, what I have here lastly, but not the least, on some of the symptoms, you should know that there is need for you to take out your car to the mechanics or the paramedic, whoever they are that takes care of the car for alignments, of course. So if your car tires are wearing down improperly, all right, that is a clear sign of improper alignment. A cluster misalignment can cause off-center wear of tires, of course, and easily, of course, is detectable because you begin to see that your tires. Sometimes you see that your tire, even when there are new tires, before you know, it's chopped off. It begins to be looking worn out. A new tire is looking old and all of that. So when you say that one, you should know that there is need for you to take your car for alignment. So wheel alignment after how many kilometers? We talked about it. Some experts, study disposes, it says that you have to check your car alignment when you know that you've driven this car for about 5,000 kilometers to 7,000 kilometers. So it is advisable to have your wheel alignment checked at least once a year, even if you don't notice any issues. Do you understand? Even when you don't notice any issues, at least that proper check of the alignment should be done at least once a year. Even if you don't notice any issues, regular alignment checks can help catch any potential alignment problems early and prevent excessive tire tear. Like I said earlier, right? When you don't sort that on time, it affects your tire. All right, so that's when you know that your new tire is already looking worn out because you did not do the proper thing. So additionally, you should consider getting a wheel alignment if you experience any of the following. After hitting a pothole, curb, or other road hazards that may affect the alignment, you need to go check your car. You need to go check your car. Once you know that you hit a pothole really bad, you need to go check it out, because that can just shift one or two things on your car, especially the leg is what moves the car. So there is need for you to check all of that. And also, if you notice uneven tire wear on the vehicles pulling to one side, there is no need. I mean, if you have been driving your car for a while, you should understand when there is a change in the car and do the needful. So if you notice uneven tire wear, uneven tire wear on the vehicle pulling to one side, there is need to check that. If you've even had suspension on steering repairs done on your vehicle, there is need for you to constantly, of course, check your car alignment. Take it for alignment. All right, so let's talk about wheel balancing. Wheel balancing is often clubbed with the wheel alignment. Yes, for some persons, you cannot go for the wheel alignment without doing the wheel balancing, because the both float together. That is why you see that some persons begin to mistake it to be one thing. Of course, it is two different things. So now the wheel balancing, right, it also has its own job. So wheel balancing is often clubbed with the wheel alignment, so you do them together. Both, they are not the same, but they are not the same. You need to understand. So wheel balancing is often clubbed to wheels alignment, but they are not the same thing. So wheel balancing is required to ensure smooth driving, stability, and safety of your car tires. Did you get that? So that is what wheel balancing does, is ensure that you have that smooth driving, stability, and of course safety of your car tires. That way, if these two are in order, the wheel alignment and the wheel balancing, you can just use your car until the expiring period. You won't get to be saying, oh, my tires are worn out and all of that. All right, so by that, I mean tire balancing refers to compensation for weight imbalance in the wheels and tire combo. All right, since wheel balancing is performed in conjunction with wheel alignment, most people think of them as the same thing. I said that earlier. A lot of persons, even me myself, when I started driving earlier, I used to feel like the wheel balancing and alignment are the same thing. So it took a while for me to understand that they are two different things together. So wheel balancing should always be performed off the car with modern wheels balancer machines, all right, that can calculate both dynamic and static balance simultaneously. Do you understand? So have all four wheels balanced to sort out an hour of balance condition. And of course, wheel balancing after how many kilometers? An expert says you should make sure that you do that after 5,000 to 7,000 kilometers. Now, if your tires are in order, the alignment is in order, the wheel balancing and alignment is in order, then your tires are safe. All right, so let's take a look. I have a few minutes left, but let's take a look at benefits of regular wheel alignment and benefits and balancing, I beg your pardon. So benefits of regular wheel alignment and balancing. So regular wheel alignment and balancing are essential maintenance practice that offer numerous benefits for your vehicle and driving experience. All right, so let's talk about some of them. Number one, it improves tire life. All right, so wheel balancing and alignment, it improves tire life, your tire life. All right, so proper wheel alignment ensures that your tires wear evenly, they get old evenly, that they don't get old faster. That is what it means there. So when your wheels are not aligned correctly, certain parts of your tires may experience excessive wear, excessive worn out, leading to premature tire replacement. So if you know that you don't have money to replace tires, of course you know how much tires cost now, so you had better go check your car's alignment and wheel balancing and make sure that your tires last for you, because to maintain a car now is huge. It's not easy to maintain a car. All right. So some of the benefits again is that it enhances fuel efficiency. It enhances fuel efficiency. When your wheels are misaligned, all right, your vehicle experiences increased rolling resistance. All right. So causing it to work harder and consume more fuel. And also it enhances, one of the benefits is that it's smoother and safer ride. It gives you that smooth and safe ride. Of course, properly aligned and balanced wheels provide a smoother and more comfortable driving experience. So if you know that you cannot withstand all of this put together, make sure you check your wheel balancing and alignment. And of course, I have here also improve handling and stability. Wheels balancing ensure that each tires has an equal distribution of weights, preventing vibration and warping at a higher speed. All right, so that is where I will be ending here. If you are just joining, this is Top Gear on the Sunny Side Show of Eagles 102.3, your radio experience you can count on. And today on the Top Gear segment, we are talking about wheel alignment and balancing. And of course, we talked about the need for you to always ensure that your wheel balancing and alignment are in order to save you some excessive expenses like replacement of tire and other parts that might be in conjunction to the joint that controls the leg. All right, and we also look at some of those things that may cause the wheel balancing to shift from the actual point that might be the need for you to have it checked out. And then we talked about symptoms of incorrect wheel alignment. We talked about car pulling you one-sided, I beg your pardon. We also talked about vibrating steering wheels. So if your alignment is not in order, of course, you're going to notice that your car is pulling you one-sided. Also, you're going to notice a vibration on your steering wheels if you are driving at speed. All right, and also uneven tire wear. And of course, we talked about the benefits. Now we're talking about the benefits of regular wheel alignment and balancing. And one of the number one of the benefits here is that it improves tire life. Proper wheel alignment ensure that your tire wear evenly. When your wheels are not aligned correctly, certain parts of the tires may experience excessive wear, leading to premature tire replacements. We also talked about enhanced fuel efficiency. So when your wheel alignment and balancing are in order, you will see that when your wheels are misaligned, rather, your vehicle experiences this increased rolling resistance, all right, causing it to work harder and consumes more fuel. And also we talked about improved handling and stability. Wheels balancing ensure that each tire has an equal